So when did you get into the food service or the restaurant business?
That was in, my first job in the Cape when I was 14 was in the restaurant business as a dishwasher. I stuck it out that whole summer being an outside person. I hated being inside, and I said, I'm never going near another restaurant for the rest of my life. But we ended up in the business in 1981. Started with 8 tables in the restaurant. That restaurant now has 200 seats.
And which restaurant is it?
That's Roadhouse Cafe.
Roadhouse?
Yeah.
It went from 8 to how many?
It went from 26 seats to 200 seats. Yeah, just multiple expansions over the years.
That's a big jump right there.
Yeah.
So how does the pandemic affect you? I mean, you have 4 restaurants.
Yeah.
There's really seasonal restaurants.
Yeah.
So I know the pandemic had to affect you in some way or the other.
Yeah, it did. It affected everyone. Those were scary times. So actually, I ended up closing Roadhouse. I had 4 restaurants, and I had to make a decision to try to staff 4 restaurants. People were afraid of the pandemic, didn't want to work, or they were getting paid not to work. So I had to make a decision, and Roadhouse had no outside seats, so that I closed. The other 3 I opened, and we actually did very good because we took the measures with the plexiglass between tables, but we had a lot of outside seats. So it was good.
Yeah, open air.
We did well.
Restaurant.
We did very well, actually.
A lot of open
people
air.
wanted to be outside,
Yeah, they wanted to be outside, but everybody was afraid. They really didn't know what was going on.
Absolutely.
And the media was feeding you so much, you didn't know what to believe. It was a scary time.
It was.
I have respiratory problems. I know you hear me coughing a lot. My dumb ass still smoking cigarettes. But I was afraid at that time. I probably took like 2 weeks off because I was like, I don't want to be out there. That could possibly just end me right there. But after 2 weeks, I got tired of sitting in the house. I was like, I'm gonna take my chances. I got to go back out there. This isn't working.
Did you get the virus?
Yeah, I got the virus before they even knew what the virus was.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, my lady at the time, she likes different perfumes and stuff. Well, my ex-wife, she liked various perfumes and stuff. I guess she thought I was being an asshole and a dick. I didn't know what was going on. She was like, oh, how's this smell, John boy? I can't smell that. I didn't know why I couldn't smell, couldn't taste.
Kid.
And this was before the virus, before they know about it, the corona. And I went to the hospital, and they just said, oh, you got a respiratory infection. After I stayed there all night, they didn't know. They just gave me some bullshit, sent me home with Z-Pack and, some antibiotics or whatever. And then I'm sitting at home after about 2 weeks. I can't hardly breathe. It was crazy. I couldn't taste anything. Like I say, my ex, she probably thought I was being an asshole. How's this smell, John? Boy, I can't smell. Oh, it smells great. I don't know. You just fucking with me at this point,
Did you get your smell back?
Yeah, I got my. It took a while. Yes, It did take a while. But I was watching the news and they started talking about the coronavirus, and I was like, I'll be damned. That's what I have, the coronavirus. And then they were showing in New York they had truckload of dead people.
Yeah.
They didn't even have enough places for it.
Yeah.
And I started getting real scared. So I took 2 weeks off, and then after being 2 weeks in the house with just you and the old lady, fuck that. I'm ready to go back outside. I'm going to take my chances. And that's exactly what I did. So, do you have entertainment at Columbo's? I mean, at the Roadhouse? Do you have entertainment there also?
The Roadhouse is now closed. Actually, it's under agreement to sell. But we had the best jazz entertainment with my father and all the other guys. And Tony Bennett used to come in there every year and hang out, when he was in town. And it was
Tony Bennett, the Tony Bennett.
The Tony Bennett, yeah. Actually, in this music you're listening to right now, my dad, the guitar player, is Tony Bennett's guitar player. Yeah, the guy started off with us for years. Tony heard him and ended up taking him and the bass player, Marshall Wood and Grace Sargent.
So we talking about Tony Bennett now, so we could get into the great Big Lou Columbo, your father.
Yeah.